Hi, Craig Ridley here, founder and head coach of Your Business Coaching Club. Welcome along to this video. What I'd like to do today is to introduce you to my 12-step process to increasing profit in a plumbing business. Now, if I met you face to face for the first time and we got to talking about your business, I'd eventually get around to asking you the question that, why are you still working like a dog? Why are you still spending all day on the tools with nothing more than pocket money left in the bank account after all the bills are paid? Is that the dream you signed up to when you started your own plumbing business? Of course it isn't. I think it's time to make some changes, buddy. Doing the same things over and over and over again is just going to keep delivering the same results for you year in, year out, until you retire with nothing to show for a life in business other than aches and pains. It's time to start making real money and getting your life back under control. It's time to start making the family happy so that you can be happy. Let me run through the 12 steps you need to make to increase the profit in your plumbing business and to start getting a decent reward for the hard work that you're actually putting in, day out. If you follow these 12 steps, you are well on your way to a better life. And I really don't care where you start on this list, just make a start somewhere. That's all I ask. Each individual step will drive improvement in your results, but as a whole, the 12 will make a massive difference. I'll give you a case study later that I reckon will probably blow your mind in just how effective it can be. So here are the 12 steps you need to increase profit in your plumbing business and to get your life back under control. Step number 1. You really do need to understand what your client thinks is a high quality job. And then you need to make sure that you can deliver that level of service on every job that you do. You've got to remember that bad news travels faster than good news. You're only really one bad job away from a marketing disaster that could take weeks or months or even years to recover from. So deliver a job that your customer is going to love and they'll tell their friends about you. Step number 2. Find a point of difference from your competitors that your clients are going to love and then build your entire business model around it. So different customer segments will have different hot buttons. So you may need to work in multiple points of difference, especially if you're going to work in both the residential and the commercial space. But a simple one might be simply to build a reputation around always turning up on time and always cleaning up after you finish. It doesn't have to be too complex to be effective, but it does have to be client focused. Step number 3. You need to develop a marketing strategy, both online and offline. Both are effective, both are required in a plumbing business. But you need to develop a marketing strategy that's going to drive leads to you, and you need to develop a sales strategy to convert those leads into paying clients. So you need a regular flow of new prospects and you need to convert a high proportion of those leads to paying clients to get a decent return on your marketing investment. Word of mouth referral will always be your most effective strategy, there's no doubt about that. But you need to support that with a more proactive campaign that drives growth. You can't just always be reactive to referrals and the phone ringing from that. You need to find a way to fill your sales pipeline. Step number 4, you need to implement a client retention strategy to keep them engaged and to keep those clients coming back year after year. And yes, even the residential clients. So you've done all the hard work to get these people on as a client in the first place. So just don't lose them. The lifetime value of a plumbing client can be massive if you stay in touch with them and you give them a reason to return. And the cost of winning the follow-up work from an existing client is really cheap when you compare it to winning a brand new client. So really important to maximize the retention of your existing clients and getting them to come back to buy from you over and over again. Step number 5, train your team to look for upsell opportunities while they're on the job. One leaking tap can easily lead to safety checks on all taps and maybe even the need to replace the taps or the hot water system if your team know how to ask the right questions. If you can't find upsells for your business when you go out and visit one of your clients, find them for an alliance partner. Maybe like your electrician mate, for instance. And if you find work, because if you find work for him, he's going to be obliged to find work for you as well. So always, train your team to always look for those upsell opportunities, but not just necessarily for your business. Think of your business partners as well, your alliance partners, and encourage them to cross-refer work back to yourself as well, because they're in exactly the same position that you are. Step number 6. I'd encourage you to use value-based pricing strategies to maximise your profit. You don't need to blindly follow your competitors and use a cost-plus pricing policy. Your clients will pay you a premium for quality service where they can see that and where they can appreciate the value. And can I say, just never discount your prices. Discounting just cheapens your market positioning and it'll cost you money in the long run. If you can only win work based on discounting your prices, well, you really need to probably revisit steps 1, 2 and 3 to make sure that you've got a good value proposition for your target client base. Otherwise, you're always going to be chasing your tail around pricing, and that's just not a good place to be. Step number 7, you need to maximise your service delivery efficiency. And by doing so, you're going to watch your margins, your gross profit margins, absolutely skyrocket. Time is money, you know that, and reworks are absolute profit killers. So train your staff and give them every tool and every piece of technology that they need to do the job right the first time and to do it as quickly as possible. They need to be able to get in, get out, and get to the next job. They need to do a great job. They don't want reworks. You don't want to go back to the job the next day because you're just throwing away money in doing that. So maximise that service delivery efficiency and effectiveness. As I said in step 1, deliver a quality job all the time. Step number 8, you need to be able to control your cash flow, and ideally with technology. So you can use mobile payment technology to get your residential clients to pay with their credit card or Apple Pay on job completion. Don't send residential clients an invoice and just hope that they're going to pay on time. Now, commercial clients are probably going to want an invoice. That's just the way their business will work. But just make sure you stay on their back, have a process of following them up and make sure that they do pay on time. I mean, you're not a bank. You've got your own bills to pay. You might even want to take some cash home yourself from time to time. So control your cash flow. Step number 9, do not let the bank rip you off. So keep your borrowing under control and always shop around for your best interest rates. Long-term loyalty to a bank is just going to keep them fat and lazy, and it's going to cost you lots and lots of money over time. But at the same time, borrowing to buy new equipment that feeds your ego rather than fills a real capacity gap in the business, perhaps think about in this matter, think about when you upgrade your truck, just when the current one can still do the job. So upgrading for ego rather than real need in the business. Yes, you can afford it. Yes, the bank will give you the money to get that new piece of equipment, but really all it does in the long term is just increase your cash flow stress. If you can make your equipment last to its throughout its useful life, if you can maintain it properly, get it to the point where on balance it's easier to change it over than to maintain it. But if you keep it for a reasonable period of time, you're going to reduce your cash flow stress. You're going to have more take-home money. You might not have the newest ute going around, the newest truck going around, but you're actually going to have more cash in the bank than your competitor down the road. So don't let the banks rip you off, but it's not all driven by them, it's also driven by you. Step number 10, stay on top of your numbers. Always stay on top of your numbers. Bookkeeping can be automated now with really easy to use software, or you can outsource the job to someone who actually knows what they're doing. They're not expensive to do that. But you personally, as the owner, must always know where the business is trending, and you must take action to keep the business growing. It may be boring, the numbers may be boring, and you may not be an accountant, you don't want to be a bookkeeper, but this stuff really matters. This is the difference between you making real money versus busting your back for nothing more than pocket money through your career and nothing to show at the end of the day. So stay on top of your numbers. Always stay on top of your numbers. Step number 11, don't work yourself into an early grave. You need a healthy balance of work and play. You need time to think. You need time to learn and develop personally. You need to spend time with your family. So make it a priority to build a business that works for you, not against you. It doesn't mean you have to get off the tools completely, but a day here and there will make a massive difference to both your personal life and your business life. So don't work yourself into that early grave. Make sure that you've got some balance in your life. And finally, step number 12, just understand that your business really does owe you more than just a living. You need to pay yourself a commercial wage and regularly take some of the profits out of the business to invest for your long-term financial security. Working hard for no real financial return is madness. You may as well go and work for the man again. And you don't really want to do that. That's the reason you jumped out and set up your own business in the first place. So pay yourself a commercial wage, draw profits out, reinvest it into a long-term investment strategy, and job is done. So there's 12 pretty simple steps. You've got to admit they're common sense, but these are the things that will actually build a fantastic plumbing business for you, will make lots of profits, and will grow the business where you need to. None of the 12 steps are difficult to apply into your business, and you don't need to be a Harvard graduate, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. You really have every skill already that you need to change the course of your business career forever. But do you have the motivation to make that change? Well, let me give you a financial motivation. Think of a typical small plumbing business, and it might look like perhaps you've got 500 clients, maybe you do 2 jobs a year on average for those clients, and maybe the average invoice value for each of those jobs is around $350. So if that was your business, you'd be turning over about $350,000 in a year. So after wages for your off-sider and materials, maybe your gross profit margin's around about 75%. So that'll give you a profit of about $262,000. Take out overheads of about $90,000, just as a case study example here. That'll leave you with a profit of about $172,000 for the year. So on a turnover of $350,000, a bottom line profit of $172,000. Well, that's not bad, really. That's quite a good business. But what if you followed those 12 steps that we just went through? What would you achieve then? What if you added another 100 clients to your list to make that 600 clients? What if you found a way to get more work out of your existing clients so that you could increase that average number of jobs per client up to about 2.3 jobs a year? What if you found a way to increase the average invoice value of each job just by a small amount, just by $15? So you brought that up to about $385 per job. What if you just played around with a few things and increased your profit margin, let's just say by a small amount, by 1%, so we bring it up to about 76%. Business overheads would probably stay the same for most businesses. What do you think would happen if you made those small and easy improvements into your business model? Well, your turnover would now be about $531,000. That's a 52% increase. Your profit would have grown to about $312,000. That's an 81% improvement on where you were. $140,000 worth of extra profit. What do you think you could do with $140,000 worth of extra profit year in, year out? Now, those results, it's just a case study, and those results, or the results that you'd achieve in your own business, will ultimately depend on your ability to make small and effective changes within your business model. But you've got to agree those 12 steps are pretty relevant to a plumbing business, and they're not that hard to implement in a plumbing business like yours. With some self-confidence and a commitment to start making some changes, your results could be even better than that. It's not difficult. So don't you think it's time that you stopped messing around and you start running your business properly? Of course it is. You know your business better than anyone else, and I know that you've got the skills to implement that 12-step improvement process that I've just outlined. So what's the missing link? Well, like most business owners, you're probably just too busy working in the business day in, day out to take the time to work on your business strategy. So let me help you with that. I've set up an online business coaching club for small business owners like you across the world. It's incredibly cheap to be a member of your business coaching club. There's no lock-in contracts and there's no tricky upsells for you to try and work your way through. It's a monthly membership, and when you've had enough, if you think we're no good for you, you just cancel your PayPal subscription. The control's all in your hands. Cancel the subscription, you're out of here, no questions asked. But the value that you will get from your membership is absolutely massive. You get 24/7 online access to more than 60 do-it-yourself coaching modules in our Small Business MBA program, which will give you all the information you need to solve any issue that you've got in the problem. But I know that as a plumber, you don't want to be tied to doing business courses. You don't want to do that online course all the time. It's good to have that information available. You can access it whenever you like, but that's not the key to the Business Coaching Club that I've set up. The key really is the professional coaching support that you would get in our masterclass sessions. And that's where you tell me what your issues are, what you need help with, and I'll give you feedback in a follow-up coaching video. Now, these videos, they're posted for all of our members to access because we can all learn from each other. But I don't identify your name or your business when we address your issues. Obviously, I don't want to breach any privacy conditions, but you will know when I'm talking about you because I will have sent you an email so that you know that the next masterclass session is answering your particular questions. But by giving access to all of our members to these videos, they get to learn from the issues that you're facing, just as you get to learn from other plumbers and other business owners as they work through their own issues in this masterclass series. So it's a really strong learning mechanism, one, to get your own questions answered, and two, to have a look and see what everyone else is facing as well and learn from their issues. By being a member of Your Business Coaching Club, you'll also stay up to date with what we see as the latest business improvement strategies, because we continually run webinars, we continually send emails out to you, and we continually invite you to listen into our podcasts. So you're never again going to waste your time going to one of those boring last minute ad hoc after hours seminars that are put on by the local accountant. You know, now you can just grab a beer, sit in the comfy lounge chair, and you can scan through the sessions and find something that actually interests you and is relevant to you in your business life. If along the way, look, if you do find that you need more personalised support to achieve some of your business goals or apply some of the strategies that we've got within our Small Business MBA area, I can offer you those one-to-one coaching options for as long as you need it. But look, that comes at an extra cost, and I just don't push that on you. The number one thing we're looking for here is to get you into our online coaching platform so that you can work 24/7 at your own pace, just looking at the things that you need to look at. So what I've developed here is a real disruption to the traditional business coaching model. I'm putting control back in your hands rather than leaving control in the hands of some of those overpaid business gurus out there. You know, why should you pay big bucks for a traditional coach when you can learn from other plumbers and other business owners around the world 24/7 who are all facing the same issues that you are? What I'm doing is I'm building a globally connected online community of small business owners who are helping each other to increase sales, improve their profit, scale and grow their businesses, create wealth from their business career, and finally achieve some lifestyle balance. And all of that for a really cheap price compared to what traditional coaching is going to cost you. You know, I'm so confident that our program and our community of members can massively improve your business results. I'm so confident about that I'm prepared to take all of the risk out of your decision to become a member of Your Business Coaching Club. I'm prepared to offer you a 100% no risk guarantee. If you become a club member today, and if you complete module 1 of the coaching program, and that's where I step you through our 5-step system for massive business growth, if I can't convince you that the system will absolutely produce massive results in your business, I'll convert your membership to a lifetime free membership. Absolutely no questions asked. The value of that guarantee to you is worth thousands and thousands of dollars over your business career. So I really do want to take the risk out of your purchasing decision. Come in. It's pretty cheap to come in as a member. Try what we've got. If you don't like it, if it's not working for you, I'll give you a lifetime membership for free. Can I do anything more than that? So what are you waiting for? I think the time to become a member of Your Business Coaching Club is right now. Check out the membership options that I've got below this video or on our homepage at yourbusinesscoachingclub.com, and let's just check out whether we're a good fit for you. I think you need to be part of this revolution that we're putting up for the business coaching industry, where experiences of business entrepreneurs are more important to your success than the personal connection you might have with a traditional business coach, where 24/7 access to information and support replaces the need for you to work to a coach's personal timetable, and where professional coaching support costs you way less than it will cost you to engage with a traditional business coach. So come and help us build our worldwide online community of business owners and business coaches, helping each other achieve success. Once you get inside the Members Clubhouse, send me a message, say hello, let me know what your current business issues are, and we'll get to work on those in the masterclass session. So let's get some traction from day one. That's all I've got for you today. My name is Craig Ridley. I'm the founder and head coach of Your Business Coaching Club. I hope you find a way to take some action on that 12-step process to improve the profit in your plumbing business. I hope you make the choice to become a member of Your Business Coaching Club, and I look forward to seeing you in the clubhouse. Cheers for now, guys. See you later.